some extra little faces there that were causing some trouble. And we'll see what we can fix up in here. Can probably get away with merging these guys. And just straighten that out. Alright. So these guys can probably get merged up as well. Now for this bottom part, what I want to do is I want to put a nice edge, kind of like the one just below it. And that'll serve two purposes. One, keeping that edge really nice and crisp, and also keeping the shape of our wheel well. And these should be able to get merged up for now. Bring back our image plane, and just want to make sure that that line is nice and straight. And we can probably straighten up this whole little section for now. Okay. So now we have our door cut out and our one fender. If you look on the side here, we have a cut that happens right in this section here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the vertices of these two sections, and I'm going to pull them up at the same time. So I'm going to shift select all of these vertices, and I'm going to kind of push that up into the correct area. Now this might throw off our wheel well a little bit, but all we need to do is just go in there and add an extra line. Back in here. That way we can push this out a little and still keep the line. Same with up here. There's another line that gets cut right apart on our model. So we're going to add that right now while we're on our side view. And just go back into perspective so you can loop around. And we'll just clean up the geometry a little. And we'll just move this back. And again, you want to follow that line as closely as you can because it's going to get cut out later on. We can actually cut this one out right now. And we'll just grab our split polygon tool. Split polygon tool is probably one of your best friends when it comes to modeling. Just put another line down here. And we'll just select the inside faces. Now the reason why I'm not cutting out the back part here right now is because we're going to have to shape the back a little bit more before we get to that point. And what we can do now is we can actually manipulate excuse me, the side a little bit and follow some of the contours that you see here. See how this kind of comes up and down on the side part of the door, and it kind of comes onto the back side a little bit there. Looks something like that. Now what we're going to do is just test it out real quick, see how it looks like with a nice smooth on it. So we're just going to change the subdivisions. The fastest way to check out your work and see how it's starting to come along. And you can see slowly but surely we're starting to build up detail. Now our door's a little rounded up here, so what we're going to do is just change back into a regular polygon. And just like before, you need to add an extra line just to help straighten that up, keep it nice and crisp down in this area and along the outer rim. We have one on the front part of the door, but we don't have it on the outside. So now when we smooth, you see how it keeps that door nice and crisp up there? Alright, so we're moving along really good for just doing tutorial sections. So what we can get into now is we're going to knock out the rough shape of the light. That way that'll help determine what we need to do at the front here. So we're going to go to our top view and we're going to kind of mark out where the light needs to be. So we're going to grab our split polygon tool, and again we're just going to start making our mesh look really messy at first. But again, this is all just to get everybody in the right position. And I'm going to draw another line down here. Oops, one too many Z's. There we go. So that's going to be the cutout part of our light there. And we're going to go to our side view so we can see how far down it comes. Actually, side view is probably better to use than the top view. So I'm just going to redo some of the little areas that we just did, just because you can see it a little bit better in the side view. See how it kind of comes down a little bit? These little guys are going to merge right together right off the bat. And again, grab split polygon tool and just start following as closely as you can the contours of your light. Like I say, the mesh gets messy, don't panic, because it all gets cleaned up anyway. And now he's going to come down this way. And I'm just going to delete all the edges on the inside there that we don't need. And you see, just by cleaning it up, you're getting a good idea on how things are going to look in a minute. This guy can kind of come push right into there. These guys can go.